Hey, well, good evening. I'm Byron Fields, principal of Waterloo East High School, and along with Dr. Smith and the members of the Board of Education, our honored guests, we would like to thank you for joining us to celebrate the accomplishments of the 160th graduating class from East High School. Before we begin tonight, I would like to remind everyone to check your phones to ensure they are on silent. I understand we use our phones for photos and videos, but in honor of tonight's graduates, would you please check that your phone is silent? We also ask that you be mindful of making excessive noise during the ceremony and to remain off the graduation floor this evening. Your students will join you up on the concourse to celebrate when we are finished. I would like to thank a few groups, special people that make this occasion possible. First, I want to start with the East High Counseling Department, along with Ms. Shannon Jensen, our head secretary, our music department, and our Army JROTC. Okay. We would like to also thank teachers and staff, many of whom are represented in the first few rows here. Families, friends, and all of you that have helped these students achieve their goals of attaining a high school diploma. So now I would ask that you please rise while the JROTC presents and posts the colors. Please remain standing following the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. We will now have Ms. Delaney Richardson to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the National Anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, you may be seated. In honor of our servicemen and women, would all veterans and those currently serving in the military please stand and be recognized? Will members of the class of 2026 that have committed to the military please stand and be recognized? Okay, you may be seated. At this time, I would like to invite salutatorian Madeline Hockey to the podium as she has a message that she would like to share with her class and our audience.
I struggled to write this speech if I'm being entirely honest. So of course, I did what I always do when I'm struggling, and I asked my sister what to do. See, I had no idea what to talk about, and she told me to just talk about the people that shaped my high school career. And whether she meant this so I would talk about her, or if this was actual advice, I guess I don't know, but I'm following it anyway. As much as I'm happy that high school is over, and believe me, I am happy to be done with high school, I'm also conflicted because I've spent the last 4 years with the same teachers, friends, and family by my side, and I'm gonna lose all that come this fall. While I'm being weighed down by this feeling of dread for a future full of unknowns, tonight is meant to be a celebration of all that we have accomplished and those who helped us along the way. First off, East High would not be the same without the amazing teachers and staff. I've had the privilege over these last few years to be taught by some of the best teachers East has to offer, and each of them has had a lasting impact on myself as well as my classmates. Speaking of my classmates, I couldn't imagine high school without my IB cohort. We've laughed together, cried together, procrastinated together, and over these last 2 years especially, I can genuinely say they've become more like family, which will remain even after we walk this stage together. Along with the many people here at East who have supported me over these last 4 years, I would especially like to thank the people in my life who have supported me for much longer. My parents have always been there for me, whether it be pressuring me to keep up my grades or funding academic trips when the money wasn't there. I wouldn't be where I am without them, even where I am going without my parents. I've also had the privilege to spend my high school years at East here with my sister and my twin brother. Without my sister, I wouldn't have joined Academic Decathlon or National Honor Society, and I wouldn't have worked so hard to prove myself. My sister will forever be my best friend, and I can't even measure the impact that she has had on me. While I did miss my sister during this final year, I've also been able to spend my senior year with my brother. I have the very special privilege to walk this stage tonight back to back with my twin and one of my best friends. I'm beyond grateful to have him in my life and couldn't imagine walking this stage without him. These are the many people who have supported me throughout my journey and made it possible. Every single graduate in this room together has their own support system who made this possible for them. So to those people in the audience, thank you for supporting your graduate and making this possible. And to the graduates, all your hard work has led to this moment. Good luck in your future endeavors, and congratulations to the East High class of 2026.
Thank you, Madeline. Now I would like to recognize and invite to the podium the 2026 valedictorian, Michael Avina, as he has a message that he would like to share with this class and our audience.
So how y'all doing? No, like for real, how y'all doing? Okay, period. Well, for starters, I would like to thank everyone who has supported the class of 2026 over our high school careers, the educators, staff, parents, guardians, and yes, Emily, even my air fryer. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. But if I'm being completely honest with you all, I feel like the least qualified person to be giving this speech. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't terrified, but the valedictorian is supposed to instill hope and wisdom into their class, but I am so scared. And that seems obvious for me to say. I mean, I'm moving to California for college, and I'm starting a new independent chapter of my life, but I think I can speak for a lot of the graduates here when I say that this is scary for us all. Whether you're going to college or joining the military or joining the workforce or just taking things at your own pace, these are scary, scary times. It would be stupid not to feel a little nervous, but my friend Donovan told me it's important to let these feelings drive and not overwhelm. So as we move forward in uncertainty, letting our anxiety guide us, I understand how tempting it is to play it safe, to avoid risks, to limit yourself, to sacrifice the aspects that set you apart in the sake of conforming. Because our whole lives, people have told us to dream big, but big dreams don't pay bills, and you can't eat big dreams, and big dreams won't keep a roof over your head. It's so much easier to just play by the rules and conform. After all, Charlie XCX once said, "I'm always going to lose to people playing safer." And she's right. So class of 2026, what I'm asking all of you is to just be losers. Because when all is said and done, you can sleep in your bed and you can pay your bills and you can eat your breakfast and live comfortably, but it's up to you to decide whether that is worth what you gave up. Your perspective, your voice, your crazy, big, unrealistic dreams. But maybe people only call them unrealistic because they've never seen them done before. Maybe they're just not unrealistic at all. And that will continue to be the case unless you are the one that fights for it. And class of 2026, I know you know how to fight. I've seen it myself. Your pain, your anger, your hunger for change, not even just with our school, but with our community and our government, with all the people telling you that your individuality and your quirks are a weakness, when in reality, those quirks are strengths. Let's face it, you're all a bunch of freaky little weirdos. But you all are freaky little weirdos with a voice and a perspective all your own. And so, as sure as I am that at some point you will all lose to people playing safer, I am more certain that what the world needs most is fresh perspectives. People with crazy dreams and with dumb outfits and wild hair who tell vulgar jokes and stupid stories. Class of 2026, the world needs you, exactly as you are. Not everyone can be a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer, so start juggling. With that being said, my final word of advice to you all, stay weird. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Well, once again, good evening and welcome to our distinguished guests seated on the stage, our faculty, our parents, and most importantly, the incredible class of 2026. In preparation for tonight's ceremony, I was trying to think of the correct words to use to describe this class. The list was long, but based on my own personal observations over the last few years, I narrowed it down to these three things. This group is resilient, driven, and most importantly to me, well-rounded. Driven, resilient, and well-rounded. The power of resilience is evidenced in this group. Just look around you. The diplomas you will receive tonight are just pieces, they're not just pieces of paper, but they're certificates of resilience. Your high school journey was not always smooth, wasn't a predictable path. You navigated worldwide changes, evolving technologies, and your own personal hurdles. Yet every single time the world demanded flexibility, you bent, but you never broke. You adapted to the new ways of learning, you supported each other through loss, and proved that your spirit is unshakable. The class of 2026 did not just survive their challenges, they used them as fuel. I have watched your relentless drive inside and outside of the classroom. You stayed late in labs. I won't name the teachers that had you guys late. You woke up early for band and various sports practices. You spent countless hours perfecting your crafts. When doors closed, you unlocked them or you made a new door. Your determination is not passive, it is active, like a roaring engine that will propel you into college, career, military, work, and beyond. You do not wait for opportunities, you create them. As I said earlier, what makes this class truly exceptional, however, is your deep well-roundedness. You refuse to be defined by just one trait. For instance, our star athletes, in many cases, are also our top scholars. Both the male and female athletes of the year rank in the top 4 of this graduating class. That's in terms of their GPA, both of whom will be going to college without a bill. These and so many other individuals are redefining the definition of nerds. Let's face it, you guys are cool kids, all you smart guys, okay, just like the rest of your classmates. This class has talented artists, active community volunteers, quiet thinkers who are fierce advocates for social change. You all have shown us that excellence does not require choosing a single lane. It means bringing your whole multifaceted self to everything you do. This class of Trojans value empathy, they care for your others, just as much they care about their own achievement. To our dedicated teachers and staff, thank you for your commitment to our students' success. Your hard work, passion, and dedication have made a lasting impact on their lives. To the families and friends gathered here this evening, thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. Your love and guidance have been instrumental in helping our graduates reach this milestone. And to our graduates, you guys will be missed, but we ask that you stay in touch wherever you go after you graduate. Remember to let us know where life takes you. Class of 2026, the world ahead needs more of your exact combination of grit, ambition, and your diverse talents. As you step into the world, carry your resilience as armor, your drive as your compass, and your well-rounded perspective as your guide. Congratulations for tonight, for you have earned it. Thank you. At this time, would everyone join me in welcoming our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jared Smith, to the podium.
Good evening, graduates. It is truly an honor to stand before you tonight as we celebrate an incredible milestone in your lives. On behalf of the Waterloo School staff and the Board of Education, congratulations to our graduates. Tonight is a celebration of your hard work, perseverance, and achievement. I also want to recognize the parents, grandparents, family members, friends, and mentors who have supported these graduates every step of the way. Your encouragement, sacrifices, and belief in them help make this moment possible. Thank you for the important role you have played in their journey. Graduates, tonight marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Along the way, you have overcome challenges, pushed through obstacles, and shown resilience, determination, and strength. That is something to be incredibly proud of. My hope is when you reflect on the Waterloo schools, you remember not only what you've learned in the classroom, but also the relationships, experiences, opportunities, and memories that helped shape who you are today. At the Waterloo schools, we often talk about ensuring that every student graduates with a diploma and a plan. Tonight, each of you leaves with exactly that, and with infinite possibilities ahead of you. Whether your next step is college, the military, the workforce, or another path entirely, know that your future is full of opportunity. Congratulations to the class of 2026. We are, we'll do that. We can do that. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Our East High Concert Choir, led by our senior members, will now sing Showing Us the Way. Okay, our graduating seniors are joining their class. At this time, we'd like to recognize groups of the class of 26 that are receiving special distinctions. We will start with the Biliteracy Seal, which is given to students who have attained proficiency in 2 or more languages, one of which is English, by high school graduation. Will Biliteracy Seal candidates please stand and be recognized? Okay, you may be seated. Students receiving an honors diploma have successfully completed 5 year-long college courses from advanced placement, international baccalaureate, and/or concurrent courses, and completed a minimum of 53 credits. Will students receiving the honors diploma please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. There'll be a few of you standing right back up. The National Honor Society is recognition of scholastic accomplishments, leadership, character, and citizenship. Students must maintain a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or better. Will students who are members of the National Honor Society please stand and be recognized? Students listed in our top 10% have achieved grade point averages ranging from 3.75 to 4.35. Will students who are listed in our top 10% please stand and be recognized? Okay, you may be seated. Now we're getting to the time everyone is really here for. The reading of the names for the class of 2026 will be done by Mrs. Sherry Wright. Reading the class of 2026 will be Superintendent Jared Smith and school board members Jonathan Cox, President Astor Williams. We ask that the audience refrain from responding or clapping until the graduates have had an equal opportunity to be recognized. We would like each of our guests to be able to hear their student's name. Please preserve the dignity of the moment for each graduate by offering a bright applause at the end. A reminder, after the ceremony, parents and guests are asked to meet your graduate on the upper level of the concourse. So now, will the members of the class of 2026 please stand and present yourselves to receive your diplomas?
Jose Luis Acosto Osornio. Trey Michael Allen. Vanessa Alva Martinez. Berenice Alvarez Vega. Selena Andres Mendez. Jessica Jean Avant. Michael Thomas Avina. Elise Melanie Barker. Nikaya Elijah Danae Bateman. Cassidy Renee Baller. Dexter James Burns. Destiny Dejanay Bergens. Bailey Rain Birkenfield. Brianna Lynn Borseth. Mackenzie Caitlin Boyd. Dayton Chandler Brown. Preston Huntington Brown. Addison Jean Bullerman. James Arnez Bullock. Jacob Kale Burmeister. Lauren Tian Renee Burgess. Jamia Brianna Burns. Nitrice Leanna Burnside. Noah Carter Buss. Dejan Marvan Bynum. Jackson Frederick Campbell. Shemaya Dottie Marie Campbell. Braden James Card. Libby Lynn Stocks. Tegan Lee Carfrey. Peyton Cheyenne Carpenter. Daniel Jason Pines Carr. Jalissa Chanel Kaysen. Jemiah Joy Clark. Sienna Jamila Cody. Jalen Mackay Edward Coleman. Nevaeh Lelian Coleman. Jonathan Edward Cox Jr. Khalees Marie Kraft. Jennifer Cruz Castillo. Lanija Moriana Davis. Madeline Marie Dellinger. Janaja Nashay DeMoss. Mia Moore Duell. Keegan Thomas Dickin. Oh, she looked at me like. Ulisha Leanne Clarite Diopoulos. Amari Takaya Dixon. Grayson Elise Downing. Benjamin Stephen Eberhard. Jonas Matthew James Eliason Dolan. Carrie Henry Edward Fankhauser. Baby. Talonia Felix. Spencer Braden Fogelsong. Ava May Foot. Araya Danielle Forehand. DeMarco Dupree Forney. Colin Chance Gaston. Emma Anne-Marie Ginther. Emily Anne-Marie Glave. Carlos Govea. Was that him? Honey Sherilyn Govea. Sherilyn. Lorelei Lynn Graveman. Roosevelt Myran Grisby. Sawyer Jackson Lee Gunnis. Junior Mateo Guzman. James Rose Hagerstrom. Marcus Deshaun Harmon Wright, Jr. Mason James Harn. John Earl Chamberlain Harrell. Demijah Harrington. Quayshawn Harrington Johnston. Khalees Nicole Harris. Naima Marie Haynes. Ezekiel David Hernandez. Yvonne Christian Hernandez. Josue Roman Hernandez. Kenzie Ann Herman. Faison Takist Hill. Madeline May Elizabeth Hockey. Michael Thomas Scott Hockey. Alana Khalees Hodges. Alexandria L. Home. Elise Marie Hong Miller. Hartzell Ernest Hopper. Leela Marie Holloway. Sadie Mary May Hunziker. Tristan William Hyde. Carter Frank Eel. Thomas Patrick Ilax. Tania Jacinto Ramirez. Jacob Thomas James. Julian Michael James. Davion Amor Jefferson Shern. Tremarius Rashard Jenkins. Kamijah Jenkins Smith. Hunter William Jensen. Madeline Elizabeth Jensen. Desiree Nevaeh Johnson. Navia Capri Johnson. Kaya Shapri Jones. Maya Sue Jones. Tierra Danae Jones. Rico Valentino Jordan. Kenye Kaylon Joseph. Javion Ronald Marcelius Joshua Higgum. Cameron Malik Joyce. Allison Joe Junkins. Yene Kalie. Yiye Yene Kalie. Caleb Ahmad Keaton. Ariane Lenacia Keys. Callie Rose Kirchman. Kaylin Joy Knipp. Ideen Kolapsich. Kennedy Medina Kovac Aslan. Mia Elaine Lawrence. Malia Sinai LaFleur. Amari Soleil Kiri Levy. Naomi Listo. Dashel James Logan. Samantha Louise Lonergan. Preston Blake Martinez. Sophie Sine Matlock. Maima Inez May. Kamaya Ashanti Monet McGee. Shanique L. Means. Sherrod Jerome Means Jr. Margarita Mendoza Vincente. Lucas James Marin. Stephen Meza. Malik Charles Allen McCoo. Aubrey Jean Milky. Azorian Rashandas Timir Mills. Denaya Javay Moore. Avari Calais Moorhead. Josiah James Moshke. Naira Nashay Miles. Charity Chanel Shantae Newman. Elijah Lena Lorraine Newman. Mallory Sue Nichols. Crystal Rose Nicholson. Ariana Lachey Nye. Ronan Tavon Norton. Carter Anthony O'Connell. Emmanuel Jose Ortiz. Eric Dave Bestasa Ortiz. Deja Mariah Palmer. Bryson Mark Pedersen. Thank you. Brianna Lachey Perkins. Caleb Christopher Peters. Carter John Peters. Braden Lee Peterson. Tyler Mark Peterson. Mason Leroy Phelps. Christopher Charles Pierce. Samra Pilipovich. Kind of, sort of. Alexa Shanoa Quinn Campbell. Allison Lee Ralph. Glendy Ramirez Jacinto. Darlie Ramirez Matamoros. I probably messed that all up. Brooklyn Renee Reedy. Caleb Ray Ryder. Delani Elizabeth Richardson. Geraldo Rivera Hernandez. Messed that up. I messed that up. Caleb James Robinson. Oh, yeah. Jalen Dejan Rockamore. Luis Xavier Rodriguez. Herman Rodriguez Balbuena. Roman Rodriguez Huga, Jr. Simone Lauren Ross. Kylan Daquan Saylor. Renice Nanette Sanders. Isabel K. Schnothorst. Alexis Arlene Scoggin. Sinai Capri Scott. Tayana Amaria Scott. Hannah Olivia Smith. Avery Jean Siebel. Chance David Michael Shaw. Lexis Marie Shepard. Anthony Israel Cibrian. Anaya Aria Sims Austin. Haley K. Spencer. Mahala Christine Stokes. Naomi Laurelyn Stokey. Carly Ann Sir. Tate Liam Sutton. Faith Eunice Sykes. Aiden Ray Talley. Keegan Edward Tambernino. Connie Lois Thomas. Layla Sue Tissue. Amaya Monique Lorraine Todd. Shalay Adriana Todd. Keegan Wyatt Joseph Turnier. Shaden Allen Lee Turnier. Kynell Janice Hughes. Maybelline M. Trejo Sosa. Amy Alexandra Vasquez. Ashley Giselle Verdon. Corderio Dwight Walker. Okay, got it. Jeremy David Waters Wright. Denija Alea Watson. Jillian K. Warning. Connor Riley Whitson. Jalea Annette Wilson. Keelan Shamir Wilson Smith. Zoe Wright. Faith Yancey. Landon Earl Young. Daniela Zamora. Jocelyn Zarco Cruz. Kamaya Simone LaFleur. Ashton Clifford Wayne Siemens. Austin Troy Dale Siemens.
Okay, would everyone go ahead and rise for the retiring of the flag? Please remain standing. Dr. Smith and the members of the Board of Education, as principal of East High School, I hereby certify that these candidates have completed all of the requirements of the state of Iowa and Waterloo Community Schools for graduation from high school.
By the power vested in me by the Waterloo Community Schools Board of Education and the state of Iowa, I hereby accept Mr. Phillips' recommendation and confer upon you a high school diploma with all its rights, privileges, and obligations.
Okay, members of the East High School graduating class of 2026, let me be the first to welcome you to the community of learned scholars. At this time, please move your tassel from right to left. And congratulations, class of 2026. Teach.